All right. So around 8:30 tonight, we responded to 308 9th Avenue North on a report of a domestic. Information that we received that a male had possibly fired a gun at family members. It is unconfirmed or whether or not any of those family members have been injured or not. Do not have that information at this time. The male subsequently did contact Red River Valley Dispatch Center and told dispatchers to evacuate neighboring houses. That time, officers were obviously on scene. They set up a perimeter, and at that point, the individual started firing at officers around the perimeter. A mutual aid request has gone out. Obviously, you can see that we have multiple agencies participating in this incident. And we currently do have negotiators trying to make contact and have been talking on and off with the individual. And that's about all I can tell you at this point, that it's still ongoing. Up until about 10 minutes ago, or even less than that, the individual was still shooting rounds out of his house. So it is a very dangerous situation at this time. So that's about all the information I have.
You know what sort of weapon he had?
From what I've been told, they're long guns. He has possibly multiple long guns, but that's not confirmed at this point. So, but we do know that he is obviously shooting rounds out of his house.
I think one outlet reported that an officer was hurt. Is that accurate?
I can't confirm that right now.
Okay. In the sense that you don't know if an officer was hurt, or?
I'm not going to answer that question right now.
Okay.
What agencies are assisting you guys right now?
Fargo, Cass County, West Fargo, I believe the Minnesota State Patrol, and that's about all I know of right now. There could be other agencies that are involved.
And at this point, as far as you know, it's just that one person with the firearm?
Right. We suspect there's one individual, one suspect. That's what we're looking for, or that's in his house. And that individual's identity has not been confirmed at this time.
How long was the perimeter that you guys set up?
Typically we try to set up a fairly big perimeter, and then depending on the situation, we can adjust. So I don't know exactly what the perimeter is set at right now.
Do you know if Sanford Hospital is on lockdown at this point?
I don't know that, no.
Is the suspect a male?
From what I understand, yes, it's a male suspect.
How many family members?
I don't know.
Okay. Were any of them injured?
Unknown at this time. I don't believe so, but I don't have that confirmed.
Did we just hear a round go off?
I don't know, did you?
I heard something.
I don't, that's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. Obviously we can hear some noise right now. I know our SWAT team is on scene and they're deploying their tactics trying to end the situation.
What sort of tactics are they using in the situation?
Standard, they can launch gas in and try to gas the individual out, and I can't confirm if that's what's been happening. Obviously I'm not in the command post at this time, but I know that is one option that they have.
And we'd been hearing that they brought in the Bearcat. Do you know if that's been used?
The Bearcat is when the SWAT usually is activated, the Bearcat comes with it. So the Bearcat is on scene.
Do you have any numbers as for neighbors evacuated?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
But some neighboring households?
It's possible.
Okay.
Like I said, the male suspect did call Triple RDC, Red River Valley Dispatch, and asked them or told them to start evacuating certain houses. I don't know if those were evacuated or not. I'll certainly look into that and try to let you know.
So the person that is shooting actively is the person who called dispatch?
From what I understand, yes.
Okay.
To have these houses evacuated because he would be...
Correct.
Okay.
That he likely suspected that he would be firing rounds.
Can you say if he's been dealt with in the past at all?
I don't, because I don't know who the individual is.
Okay.
So I don't know if we've dealt with him in the past or not.
Okay.
And
You know
what
how
are
old he might be?
I don't.
And what are you cautioning to neighbors in this perimeter area?
Actually, right now, just to stay, go to a basement. Obviously, if the individual is firing a long rifle, those rifle rounds can go through houses, go through wood, and so just to stay in. If they can get out of the area safely, that's something that they're going to have to choose to do. We have not, as far as I know, we have not mandated any type of evacuation.
Is it likely he's barricaded in?
Barricaded, I know, but he is in his house and he's refusing to come out.
And so, no specifics on people inside.
No, as far as we know, there's just the one person inside, the one male suspect.
Okay.
From what I understand.
And you said the address is 308?
308 9th Avenue North, correct.
How long do you let a situation like this go on?
As well, however long it takes. I mean, there's no guidebook, if you will, for this. I mean, we certainly don't want to rush it and put officers in a bad situation. But we also, I mean, if we can get the individual to, if we can able to talk him out and end the situation that way, that's preferable. But obviously, the on-scene commander is responsible for making those decisions on what tactics he's going to be using.
Do you have an estimate on how many officers might be?
I don't, but I can try to find that out for you.
It's gotta be dozens.
Yeah. I know we likely have the night shift in already, given the time. Yeah, so we probably have multiple officers, and obviously we have multiple officers from different agencies involved as well. I can't tell you what their level of participation is at this point, but like I say, I can certainly look into that. More likely at this point they'd be used for perimeter relief. Obviously, as we all know, it's very cold out here, and anyone standing out for a prolonged period of time knows that they'd like to get warmed up if possible. So, any other questions?
Any idea when you might be able to tell us more about possibly the needed officers?
I don't. Once I'm done here, I'll go back to the command post and I'll try to get an update of what's going on. And then if we can come back here in a half an hour, if that is sufficient, or 20 minutes, I'm not sure I'll have any updates for you at that time. But if you guys can, once we wrap here, if you can give me a list of questions that you maybe want answered that I can research for you. Understand that the incident commander might be busy and not able to answer those questions. He might kick me out of the command post. So, okay.
Can you just, they kept me over there for a while.